2.6 billion. Just let that sink in for a second. That is the massive number of monthly active users Facebook is currently reporting, making it by far the largest social network connecting people all over the globe. Now, if you're a small business owner, I know it can sometimes feel basically impossible to compete with those massive incumbent brands in the digital space. But here's the thing. In 2026, the game has totally shifted. It's really no longer about finding these complex, weird technical hacks. It is all about pure strategy. Facebook is now the ultimate equalizer, allowing you to grab market share right out from under your biggest competitors just by using smart, targeted messaging. So welcome to this explainer. Today, our goal is highly specific and, honestly, incredibly exciting. We are going to take your business from setting up a rock-solid organic page all the way through to launching a highly successful targeted paid ad campaign. We're going to build an engine that relies heavily on personal branding and trust for long-term conversion. Whether you are tired of just sitting in the shadow of your competitors or you're dealing with a frustrating drop in engagement, we are going to build your 2026 strategy completely from the ground up.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our roadmap for today. First, building your Facebook foundation. Second, engaging organic content strategies. Third, preparing your ad arsenal. And finally, launching and measuring campaigns. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, building your Facebook foundation. Look, I cannot emphasize this enough. A strong organic foundation is absolutely required before you spend a single dime on ads. When prospective customers see your ad, they are almost always going to click through to research your brand. If your house isn't in order, you're literally throwing money out the window. So here are a few essential quick wins to optimize your page right now. First up, populate all your company information. People literally use Facebook like a search engine to find local businesses and check reviews. Second, use a trackable number like a Google Voice number. This is brilliant because it allows you to track exactly how many calls are coming specifically from your Facebook page, which proves your return on investment. And finally, please ditch the generic corporate logo at the top of your page. Upload a customized video cover instead. In 2026, personal branding and actually showing the human face of your company drives long-term conversion so much better than a slick static graphic ever could. Moving right along to Section 2, engaging organic content strategies. Once your page is built, you really need to post with a clear purpose. You can't just throw up whatever you feel like. Every single update has to stand out organically in a very crowded newsfeed. Now get this, a staggering 82% of consumers actually expect great customer service from brands directly on Facebook. Delighting your customers in this space is such a smart way to stand apart. When you use Facebook as a rapid response customer service channel, it acts as a massive trust signal. People are significantly more likely to choose your business when they know you'll actually respond to their issues quickly and publicly. Another absolutely crucial element of your organic strategy is visual content. It sees 40 times more engagement than text-only or link-based posts. 40 times. But remember, highly polished, overly corporate visuals, yeah, those are out. It is all about raw, user-generated content or UGC to build absolute trust. Think real customers using real products. And formatting matters immensely now. You have to leverage Facebook's current creative specs to dominate attention. So you want to use 1:1 or 4:5 ratios for the standard feed, but you absolutely must use 9:16 vertical ratios for Reels and Stories to maximize your real estate on mobile phones.
And when we talk about visual content, we obviously have to talk about video, specifically live video. According to Facebook's own internal data, people spend 3 times longer watching a Facebook live video compared to a standard pre-recorded one. And the best part? You don't even need a script. Casual, behind-the-scenes broadcasts, like a quick unboxing or a how-to tutorial, are absolute magnets for viewer attention. Frankly, viewers love it when you, say, accidentally drop a box during a live broadcast. Why? Because it proves you're an actual, real human being. Now, to balance those spontaneous live videos with consistent posting, you need a smart content management strategy that actually saves you time. You should definitely not be logging into Facebook 5 times a day. Step 1, pre-plan your posts with a content calendar. Step 2, preload them into an auto-scheduling tool like Buffer. And step 3, okay, here's a sneaky little trick for you. Try scheduling posts for late at night. When your fans are less active, there is way less competition in the newsfeed. So your content gets early engagement, which means it sits right at the top of everyone else's feed when they log on the next morning.
All right, let's get into Section 3, preparing your ad arsenal. If you are new to advertising, don't worry. We are completely tossing out the intimidating technical jargon today. The first fundamental tool you need to know about is the Facebook Pixel. Simply put, this is just a magical little piece of code that you install on your website. It allows you to track visitor behaviors and gather data. So, for example, it lets you find the exact people who watched a video to completion, or the people who visited a specific product page on your site, so you can easily target them later.
Next up, we have custom conversions, which basically act as your primary tracking mechanism. It allows you to track specific user actions on your website, like someone actually completing a purchase or filling out a lead form. Now, while custom conversions might sound super technical, the 2026 shift means you really just need this strategic baseline in place so Facebook's advanced AI can step in and do all the heavy lifting for you, pretty much guaranteeing your ad dollars lead to real, tangible business results.
Before you launch a major sales campaign, you're going to follow this pre-ad prep sequence. First, install that pixel. Second, make sure your business page is fully set up and looks great. And third, run a low-cost likes campaign. Think of this as a highly effective psychological trick. Running a really small, inexpensive campaign just to get page likes builds vital credibility and social proof for a brand new page before you ever start asking people to actually pull out their wallets and buy from you. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we target. Instead of blindly guessing demographics, you can target specific, high-value behaviors using custom audiences. And the absolute goldmine in 2026? Retargeting the exact users who watched 50 to 95% of your video content. These people are already warmed up, they're familiar with your brand, and they are heavily primed to convert. You can also target your existing newsletter subscribers or specific website visitors, which yields a massively higher return on investment than just casting a wide, blind net and hoping for the best. Just to show you the sheer power of this strategy, look at this. Kevin Simonson, a digital marketing CEO, shared a metric about a client who implemented Facebook's product catalog for dynamic retargeting. Their return on ad spend didn't just grow, it absolutely exploded from 600 to 3,000%, and their cost per acquisition plummeted from $45 down to just $9. I mean, that is the undeniable power of targeting high-intent behaviors. Which brings us to our final phase, Section 4, Launching and Measuring Campaigns. This is where we actually put your ad out into the world, safely, effectively, and most importantly, profitably. But before you hit launch, you have to understand landing page compliance. The actual website page your ad points to absolutely must comply with Facebook's ad policies. If your ad promises a massive discount but your landing page shows something entirely different or breaks their rules in any way, your ad will be disapproved. And worse, your entire ad account could be permanently banned. Seriously, always ensure compliance first. When it comes to the ad itself, you have a bunch of formats to choose from, like single image ads, video ads, and messenger ads. But here is the biggest takeaway for 2026. The format actually matters far less than the hook. Today, your messaging is your targeting. Your ad creative has to instantly demonstrate a sharp problem versus solution dynamic to literally stop the scroll. Unique, eye-catching, hook-driven content is going to perform significantly better than any basic text-heavy alternative every single time. To figure out exactly what problems your customers actually need solved in those ads, you should be using Facebook Audience Insights. This is a powerful, totally free tool available to all advertisers. Think of it as your own personal radar. It helps you discover and define your perfect customer profile, their locations, their interests, and their deep pain points, before you spend a single dollar of your budget. And it all comes together right here in Ads Manager. The workflow is actually pretty simple. Step 1, open Ads Manager. Step 2, plug in that highly targeted audience you just spent time researching. Step 3, set a budget you are totally comfortable with. Step 4, upload your hook-driven creative. So, the crucial point is, this step-by-step workflow replaces all that initial platform panic with total confidence. But remember, hitting launch isn't the finish line. While Facebook's AI does an incredible amount of the heavy lifting for you nowadays, the human element of checking insights and pivoting your strategy is your ultimate superpower. Take time every single week to measure your post and ad performance. Figure out which actions are actually bringing you new customers, and continually adjust your messaging based on that data.
Well, there you have it. You now have the full 2026 roadmap, leveraging raw, engaging UGC, crafting sharp hooks where messaging is the targeting, utilizing the proper creative specs, and deploying that incredibly smart 50 to 95% video retargeting. You have the knowledge to completely step out of the shadows of your biggest competitors. So I'll leave you with this. Armed with this blueprint, what specific, measurable action will your very first Facebook ad campaign drive today? Get out there, set up your page, and start testing. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.